Hey guys, it's Redstone. Oh my god, I keep saying that. No, hey guys, it's Ryan from Adaptive Tech here. And today I'm going to talk about why you can't compare Android and iPhones to each other. And I'm going to go into some of the statistics, I cannot say that word, statistics about why you cannot compare Android phones to iPhones. I'm kind of tired of people comparing iPhones to Android because they're two completely different categories. First of all, Androids are for power users and people who can't afford iPhones. Basically, that's the two biggest things, which I completely understand. Android is a great operating system. Like, I actually used Android when I was, I think, like 10 or 11, and I used it for quite a while, and I actually really liked it. My first phone was the HTC One M8, and that was a great phone, and I actually really liked Android. I also used the Galaxy S8 for about a week, and then I found that I'm more toned to the Apple ecosystem. So I'm like, I'm just going to stay in the Apple ecosystem because I really like it. So, yeah, people are like, well, this Android phone has more features. This Android phone has more things. This Android phone has more things that people care about. What I wanna contest to is that if someone's gonna buy an iPhone, they're gonna buy an iPhone. No Android phone can convince them to not buy an iPhone. And I think that's the biggest reason why I think you can't compare Android phones to iPhones. If someone wants an iPhone, they're going to get an iPhone. If someone wants an Android phone, they're going to get an Android phone. And I think that's basically the biggest reason. The average person is going to look at an iPhone and they're going to see one button or a home bar. What do you think they're going to do? Well, on the iPhone 10 and above, they're going to swipe up because it says when on the lock screen, like I'm going to use my iPad Pro here just so I can see what it does. It says swipe up to open. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just going to swipe up. And boom, I'm in my home screen, right? So when someone's like, what am I supposed to do? It's going to say on the bottom, swipe up to open. They're going to be like, oh, swipe up. Okay, that makes more sense. And on like the iPhone 8, they're going to be like, oh, there's a home button. I'm going to click it. And they're going to click it. It's going to turn on. They're like, ooh, why isn't nothing coming up? They're going to click it again. They're going to go into the operating system. I think people love iPhones because of their simplicity, their ecosystem, which I feel like is kind of underrated still. Like, I know a lot of people make a big deal about it, but I still feel like the power of the Apple ecosystem is still very underrated, and no other company can really parallel it. Now, Samsung has some apps that, like, do different things that iOS does, but it's still not as good. It's not as put together as the iPhones because Samsung laptops aren't as popular as Macs, and that's another big reason. But I feel like the biggest reason why people buy iPhones over Android phones, well, I just said it, the simplicity. The simplicity, first of all. Second of all, the social pressure. Most of their friends have iPhones, so it's like gonna be like, ooh, I want an iPhone too because my friends have iPhones. Like, why not just get an iPhone? Because all my friends have iPhones. And it's basically just comes down to your personal preference. I personally like iPhones more, but you might like Android phones more, and I completely respect that. It just depends on the type of person you are, and I feel like a lot of it just comes down to simplicity and knowing and trusting Apple. A lot of customers blindly trust Apple, unfortunately, but a lot of them do trust Apple as a company more than these random phone companies they see, like Huawei, like LG. They've like, who's LG? Oh, I think they make like my like toaster or something. You know, it's like they don't want a phone. They don't want a phone made by the same company that makes like toasters and like washing machines. Like some people think like that, unfortunately. I don't think that's true, of course, but I think some people do think like that. So I think that's why you cannot compare Android to iOS. Now, hardware is a different story. If you want to compare Android hardware to iOS hardware, you can. I'm just saying you cannot compare iPhones to Android phones because if someone wants an iPhone, they're just going to buy an iPhone. If someone wants an Android phone, they're going to buy an Android phone. Your opinion won't persuade them. They're going to go either way. Now, if someone's stuck in the middle, if they should go with the Android or iOS, what they should do is go to a store, try out both options, and see which one they like more. I would say 5 out of 6 times they're probably going to like the iPhone more, just because of the simplicity. I keep saying the same things in my videos. I'm really sorry about that. It's like a weird thing. I just say the same things over and over again, just in a different way. So if that gets annoying to you, then I'll definitely try to fix that in my later videos. But just stick with me. I'm only 15. Like, give me a break. But yeah. So I'm gonna end the video there. If you guys liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, you can hit that dislike button. I don't really mind, to be honest with you. But yeah, and I promise I wouldn't say that in my videos, but whatever. So guys, see you in the next one. Bye!